this thing working? Rob here, Old City Vapor, with another series in the Weird Wednesday Tales. What was up with the devil horn shadows in that last video I did? Quite odd. Thanks to some keen eyes out there, they noted that out. I had no idea it was there until I saw that. Anyways, what can I say? I'm Batman. So, today's little story goes back to when I was about 19 or so. My brother and his wife had gone out of town on vacation, and we were going up to his house to take care of his cat, feed the cat, check the mail, make it look like somebody was home. They were gone for about 2 weeks or so. My mom had been going up there several times, and I said, hey, I'll go up there tonight, and figured, hey, me and my girlfriend, we got a cool place to hang out. I had this little apartment at the beach that didn't have a TV or anything, so my brother's house was pretty nice. Anyway, we get up there and, fed the cat, checked the mail, did, all the stuff that needed to be done, and figured we'd chill out for a while, maybe, watch a movie, get something to eat, make some dinner, and so we were doing just that. We got something to eat, we were hanging out on the couch, watching TV, no like scary movie or anything, just something random movie on TV. And I'll add to this that we weren't drinking, we weren't doing any drugs that would induce hallucinations or anything like that. Just thought I'd get that out of the way. So we're sitting there along about an hour and a half later, something like that. All of a sudden I noticed this, like, kind of just got this weird kind of eerie feeling. Didn't really think anything of it, the cat had, independent little creatures that they are, were the cat was across the room, all curled up, just chilling out. Happened to be a black cat, by the way. But anyways, we're just, hanging out. The cat I noticed the cat was like acting a little odd, he like kind of was looking around, like alerted to something. Once again, didn't think anything of it. That eerie feeling that I had, we both started getting, me and my girlfriend at the time. We were we didn't really say anything, but we were kind of looking at each other, kind of thinking like, what the hell is that? And the feeling that I was getting, it was just a really it started like, I don't know, increasing. It was just a really uneasy feeling. A few minutes later, it had increased to the point where, and I know this sounds ridiculous, but we both looked at each other and we both felt and we both noted that the couch and everything seemed to be like vibrating. See, now you know why I say we weren't drinking or doing drugs. The feeling and that, I don't know, it was just a weird, it wasn't like it was, like you put a quarter in the bed and it vibrates. It wasn't that type of thing. It was just a weird energy, something going on, and you could feel this, you could almost hear it, like buzzing, and it was just really strange. A few minutes later, we hear this kind of loud bang. I couldn't really tell if it was on the roof or if it was on the wall or something. The cat, immediately jumps up and is walking around the house like, doing that weird cat thing, which is adding to our feeling of eeriness and freaked outedness freaked outedness, is that a word? It is today. So this feeling that we had, it just started intensifying, you know, and getting worse and worse, and the vibrating, buzzing, whatever, it was like you could hear it in your head. I don't think it was a physical noise. It was just something that we were feeling. Never have I ever experienced anything like that in all of my weird travels and tales and experiences and what have you. It increased to the point that we were both seriously getting freaked out. It was about that time as the cat began walking around the house doing that, you know, weird mournful meow that some cats can do, that meow type of thing. All of a sudden the cat looked up, bolted across the room, and ran straight into the wall, kind of bloody in his nose and knocking him out momentarily. And the feeling that we had was one of, we gotta get the hell out of here right now. So promptly, that's what we did. We evacuated the premises in a hastily manner, and I mean like left. I don't even know if I shut the door, type of thing. We basically just jumped up and hauled ass. We were both seriously freaked out, and I had the feeling that if we didn't leave, something really bad was going to happen that I didn't really want to take part in. Have no idea what it was. Was it our imagination? Was the cat imagining things? What would make him, you know, just fly across the room and run into the wall? I don't know. Maybe he got some bad food. No earthly idea what was going on. It was a serious freak out session. Called my mom the next morning, I think. Went back to my little apartment on the beach, I think, and we're kind of discussing it. And I called my mom the next morning and kind of told her something really weird had happened, and I bolted and left everything on. I think I left the door open, the lights on, everything. I didn't slow down long enough to lock the door or anything. I seriously hauled butt out of there, and I had no intentions of going back. I don't think I've ever really been that freaked out before. Like I say, got no idea what it was. I don't know. Maybe I was just tripping the whole thing. I have no idea. But I really don't believe that. I think something was happening, and I had no clue what was going on. So I left in a hurry. We both did. Got in the car and hauled ass out of there, and pronto. Yeah, I called my mom. She's just kind of like didn't really know what to say. She went up there that day and said, yeah, you left everything on, and the door was wide open, the lights were on, the TV was on, everything was on, the cat was outside. What happened? And I didn't really know how to explain it other than kind of how I just did. My girlfriend at the time, who I'm still really good friends with, she doesn't even really like talking about it. I was going to get her to come in on this video, and she just don't even like talking about it, really. So there you go. The second part of the story, my brother got back, and we're sitting around, and he said, hey, Mom said something weird happened up at the house while I was gone. I was like, yeah, you could say that. And I kind of told him exactly, what happened. And he was like, And I'm like, What kind of response is that? He's like, yeah, because there's been a couple other weird things that have happened there, and kind of like that. Yeah, you know. Because this one time, I'm like, this one time what? And he's like, never mind. I'm like, what do you mean, never mind? Come on. Wouldn't tell me, you know. Went on. It was probably, I don't know, it's probably a couple years later that he finally told me. And in the meantime, it was probably a good year or so before I went back to his house. That's how freaked out I was. It was a while. And, I mean, nothing weird's really like that I know of has happened since. But he did eventually tell me. We were talking about some weird stuff one day, and he was like, yeah, remember when I was going to tell you about the house? And I was like, yeah. He goes, I've never told anybody this before. He goes, but, you know, right after we had it built, they had it built from the ground up, you know, bought the property, had a house built there. And he's like, yeah, right when we kind of first moved in, you know, the house wasn't completely done. The garage was, you know, it's a garage down below and then a house upstairs, stairs up the side. And he said, yeah, we were taking care of our dog and a friend of ours dog, and we'd been out, and we came back to the house, and I opened the garage door, and as I was opening the door basically knocked me down. The two dogs, you know, pushed the door open, kicked him, you know, knocked him down basically, and ran past him in a very fast pace. They were hauling ass out of the garage is what I'm trying to say. And he noticed there were two basically German Shepherds. One of them was, you know, typical brown colored German Shepherd. The other one was a solid white dog. He noticed the white one in particular and the other one, but the white one really stood out because it was covered in blood. So yeah, that's strange. He went in the garage and it looked like a horror scene had ensued in the downstairs garage. Downstairs. Damn right it was scary. Yeah, there was basically blood everywhere. All over the floor, the walls, up in the rafters. It was everywhere. It did a complete search of the house, of the garage, and the house. The house was fine. This was all in the garage. No bones, no feathers, no dead animal carcass, no nothing except for blood. That was everywhere. He had to get in the car because the dogs hauled ass. He found them, I don't know, 8 blocks away. They had run all the way to the ocean, and they were both in the ocean, just laying in the water. And I mean, they had never, you know, left the house and gone all the way to the ocean before, but that's where they went this day. They hauled ass to the ocean. That's where he found them. Brought them back. They weren't too enthusiastic about going in the garage for some strange reason. I don't know why. Neither does he. So, like I say, no bones were found, no feathers, no animal carcass, no nothing but blood. And nowadays, his son has a little apartment down in the garage that's, you know, been all done up into a nice little like studio apartment. That's where he lives. The other part of the garage is still, you know, kind of just bare rafters and wood and stuff. And when I was over there for Christmas, I was talking to my nephew about this story, and he said, yeah, there's still some places down in the regular part of the garage. If you look around carefully, you can still see some of those stains that have kind of come through. They're still there. So, that's something to think about. Things that make you go, I don't know. Is it all my imagination? My brother making up stories to tell me to freak me out worse? I don't know. Just oddities and weirdness here on another late Weird Wednesday. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, comment away, and I'll chat back at you. You guys have a great one, and as always, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.